how I got this black eye, which has nothing to do with that.
It have anything to do with Will Smith.
Yeah, be careful. Don't talk about Will Smith's wife. Welcome to this week's video where you guys can see the heart of our home and the heart of every home, the kitchen. I know everyone's really always excited to see the kitchen, and we've teased you here and there, but this is our final product. Now, we don't have the appliances yet, but those are coming in tomorrow, so you're gonna have to wait till the end of this video to see all of that.
We're gonna talk about how much this kitchen cost us, how we got to this point, and we're gonna give you the 12 unique features of our kitchen that you might want in your kitchen.
Our butcher block is 1.5 inches thick, but we've wrapped it around to create this 8-inch block that gives it a lot more depth. We've also continued the chevron pattern all the way around, and as you guys can see on both sides, we've recessed in outlets. This is great for your appliances. It's also great if you're sitting on the island, want to charge your phone or anything like that. A lot of detail went into this, and we're very happy with how it turned out.
Floating island that's 8 by 5, where you can use as a table, and we have outlets on all 4 corners for your convenience.
A push to open toe kick drawer. Now this is great to hide away your pet's food and water bowls or any other objects that you want hidden and stowed away. It also adds extra storage in your kitchen.
Floating shelves, a great way to keep your kitchen open but still utilize space. And you can put a lot of design things on here, artwork, fine china, whatever you want.
LED under cabinet lighting. We have it underneath our shelves, cabinets, and toe kicks. Underneath the cabinets lights up your work area, which is great for people that actually utilize their kitchen, and underneath the toe kicks creates a great ambience that is unbelievable.
Pot filler, soap dispenser, and air switch. The pot filler makes your cooking more convenient and efficient by filling up your water right here. The soap dispenser and air switch match all the other fixtures and give you quick and convenient access.
Now let's jump into the cabinets. Right next to our stove, we have an oversized spice rack and a baking sheet organizer.
A pull-out double trash drawer with a hidden paper towel holder. And if you pull this open, you have space to hide your trash bags, making it convenient for you to have everything in one place.
A blind corner instead of a lazy Susan. This way you can utilize all the space inside of the cabinet, even the hard to reach areas.
Multiple oversized drawers throughout the kitchen in lieu of traditional cabinet doors.
A pantry with pull-out doors. Now every kitchen needs a pantry, but what you really need is some pull-out drawers in your pantry.
A drawer-style microwave hidden away in your island to free up counter space with a pop-up control panel.
Now that you've seen the 12 cool features, let's talk about the process and how we got here and kind of help you guys avoid some pain.
So we designed the kitchen how we wanted it. We had it drawn up, 3D rendered. You can see that on our Instagram of when that was all put together.
Once we designed the kitchen, then you got to come out here and you got to measure out your drawing. That's to make sure that it applies in real life and everything fits. You might have to move things over a 1/4 inch here, 3/4 of an inch there, add a panel here, add a panel there. So you want to draw everything out on your walls on the inside of the house. So we went ahead and did that, and then it goes into manufacturing.
So once you have all the measurements, it goes to the manufacturer. They cut everything to size 1 by 1 from large sheets of wood. Once they cut it all up, they actually assemble it over there too. Then it gets put on a truck and delivered to your job site.
On your job site, you're gonna have the boxes installed. Now what that means is you're not gonna have drawers, you're not gonna have doors. They just put in the boxes, and at that point you can bring in your stone and install that. That's not what went on here because we had delays and issues with our original contractor, but we're gonna discuss that in a future video. So now that your boxes are in and your countertops are installed, what's your next step?
You gotta get the finishes. They bring your drawers in, you gotta pick out what handles you want, you gotta put your handles on, and start finishing up, buttoning up everything in the kitchen.
Now once everything's kind of buttoned up to a T, you call your appliances in and they'll bring it and drop off your appliances and install them for you, and then you have a kitchen. Throughout this whole process, we've obviously learned a lot of tips and tricks and things that can help you avoid problems in the future, so we're gonna go over a couple of those. Let's start with our upper cabinet heights. Now these are not standard height. How high are these, Eddie?
These are 52-inch upper cabinets. It gives you enough room to hide things away up top, like your seasonal items that you rarely use. You can bring it down when it's the season.
Also, the fact that we have 9-foot ceilings, or if you have 10, you can go all the way up top and then you don't have a big blank space up there. So you gotta take that into account.
So we had originally forgotten the water tap behind the fridge for water and ice in your fridge. We had to add that later with our plumbers. That was an extra cost. Make sure you pay attention to that in the build phase.
Also, you want to pre-wire for all your low voltage. Now, pre-wiring comes in 2 steps. The first one being in the rough for the house, and the second one being the rough for the boxes. Now, before your kitchen cabinet installer installs your kitchen cabinets, make sure that they've recessed in the grooves and installed all the channels for where the LED lights are gonna go, and pre-wire anything that has to go through small crevices that you are later going to have a lot of trouble doing, which is what we did.
The last thing you want to plan ahead for is book matching your countertops. So we had our countertops book matched, and if you want to know more about that, you can see that in our countertops video linked up here.
Thus far, you guys have not seen any appliances in here. That's because they're getting delivered tomorrow. So let's jump into that and see the finished kitchen. The cost of this kitchen is not as straightforward as you may think. We started off with one contract that led to a whole array of problems and changed the final price of our kitchen. But the final paper price of our kitchen is not the actual cost of this kitchen on us.
So we started with our original cabinet maker who quoted us $20,000 to do the cabinets of this kitchen.
Just to give you guys some insight, we have about 30 linear feet of kitchen and about 10 upper linear feet of kitchen, and that's what quotes out to about $20,000, which was a bit on the expensive side.
So we gave him a $6,000 deposit to get started on our cabinets, told him what date we want it done by, and what happened on that date.
Nothing. We got our design fairly quickly as promised, but after the design, it was crickets and whispers and ghost town. We were not able to get a hold of him. He was sick, he was busy, he was out of town, he was, I don't know, X, Y, and Z. We really don't want to get too much into that, but what ended up happening is after months and months of delays, we ended up having to find someone else to finish our kitchen for us. And if you guys watched our previous video, you guys would have already saw that Art Modern Design were the people that kind of wrapped this kitchen up for us.
So the amount Art Modern Design charged us to wrap up this kitchen was $7,500. So far we have $6,000 for our initial deposit that we paid, plus $7,500 that we paid to Art Modern.
Sounds like a great deal, $13,500 on a $20,000 kitchen.
It's not that simple because of the delays that the cabinet maker cost us. We couldn't finish our countertops, that was delayed. Our plumbers couldn't finish, our electricians couldn't finish. All of those things delayed our entire job.
The delays aside, as you guys know, with investment properties, most people use hard money and there's huge carrying costs associated with it. So even the penalty that we charged them did not amount to the amount of money that we actually ended up losing on this. I would have much rather paid $25,000 for this kitchen and had it done on time.
I probably would have paid more than that.
But unfortunately, this is where we ended up being. In a future video, we will definitely go into all the nitty-gritty details that went on to this entire drama. We will go into how to avoid this in the future, and we'll go into other details, tips and tricks in terms of contracting with your subs.
Maybe. Sam likes to make promises. This week he fulfilled his promise by delivering a kitchen video. Subscribe to the channel and like this video to see if he fulfills his promise for future videos.
And next week's video will be about something. Welcome to this week's video! I know it's the heart of every single home, and I know you guys have been waiting to see all of this. Drops my phone, this guy. Now we have one here for your pet's food, but you could also get out of the light.